In today's Warzone 2 or Warzone 2.0 video, I'm going to be showing you guys the top 5 best class setups. If this video does end up being useful in any way, consider subscribing. It is free and you can always change your mind later. All right, so jumping in to number 5, man, we got the Vaznev and the Lachmann. The Vaznev is an SMG, but it can be used as a sniper support type of gun. It's pretty much like the XM4 from Warzone 1, if you guys remember that, man. So it's an SMG, but it can be used as long, medium, and at close ranges. All right, so starting off for the muzzle, man, on the Vaznev, I was rocking the Castle comp for that vertical and horizontal recoil control. Again, it's a sniper support. We want as much recoil control as possible, even though this SMG, you know, you are going to be shooting medium to long range even, so definitely throwing a Castle comp. And then for the barrel, I was rocking the SA response for the bullet velocity, recoil control, damage range, and hip fire accuracy. Again, sniper support, you want to prioritize medium to long range engagements instead of close range on the Vaznev. And then for the tuning, I was rocking a recoil steadiness maxed out and damage range maxed out as well. And then for the Castle comp tuning, I was rocking the recoil stabilization maxed out. For the red dot, throwing the Cronin Mini Pro with the tuning, flinch resistance maxed out, and then on the bottom end, maxed out far for the damage range. For the rear grip, throwing the Demo X2 grip, and then for the tuning, recoil settings maxed out, and then aiming idle stability maxed out as well. And then for the magazine, throwing the 45 round. The Vaznev does shoot pretty quick, man, so you want as much ammo in the mag as possible. And then for the secondary gun, I was rocking a Lachmann-556, a very reliable gun, man. Shoots pretty much across the entire map, does help out the Vaznev and combine with it very well. Starting off with the muzzle, I was rocking the Echo line. It keeps you off the radar and it gives you recoil settings, man. Definitely the best muzzle. For the Echo line tuning, make sure you are rocking recoil smoothness maxed out and bullet velocity maxed out as well. For the barrel, I was rocking the Lachmann wrap barrel for the bullet velocity, damage range, recoil control, and hip fire accuracy. For the Lachmann barrel, rock recoil settings maxed out and damage range maxed out. And then for the optic, I was rocking the Schlager with the tuning on far all the way, and then I was rocking flinch resistance maxed out as well. And then for the magazine, make sure you are rocking the 60 round mag for that added magazine ammo capacity. So number 4, now we are on the EBR, man. The EBR is a very good choice. They did hit it with a slight nerf. If they didn't hit it with that nerf, EBR would definitely be the best gun in the entire game, but definitely still a very good weapon. All right, so number 1, for the muzzle, man, I was actually rocking the Husher silencer, man. Keeps you off the radar, gives you bullet velocity and recoil smoothness as well, so definitely cannot go wrong with the Husher. And then for the tuning on the Husher, I was rocking recoil smoothness maxed out and a bullet velocity maxed out. Bullet velocity is just bullet speed, man. It's always been good in any Call of Duty, man, so that is the tuning I was rocking. And then for the barrel, I was rocking the Boremaster 22-inch for the recoil control and a bullet velocity. You do lose movement speed, you know, but it's a long range gun, so you don't really care about that at all. Just make sure you are rocking Boremaster. And then for the Boremaster, I was rocking recoil settings maxed out and damage range maxed out. For the optic, I was rocking the Luca Bandera for the maxed out range. It is a marksman rifle, but it can literally shoot across the map. It's pretty much a sniper, so you want as much zoom as possible. And then for the magazine, our only choice is the 20 round mag, man. You can go with a 15 if you're playing something like solos, maybe even duos, man, but anything over duos, I would definitely go with the 20 round. And then on the backup, I was rocking the MX9, man. A very good SMG, very underrated as well. I mean, you don't really see a lot of people rocking the MX9, man, but it is a very good weapon. And then starting off with the MX9 muzzle, I was rocking the X10 RR40 for the sound suppression, a bullet velocity, and damage range, and a recoil smoothness. And then for the tuning on the muzzle, I was rocking the recoil smoothness maxed out as well as the bullet velocity maxed out. And then for the barrel, I was rocking the 16.5 Bruin S901 for the damage range, hip fire accuracy, movement speed, and bullet velocity. On the Bruin tuning, I was rocking a recoil steadiness maxed out and a damage range maxed out as well. Ammunition, make sure you are rocking the 9mm Sub AP for the bullet penetration and vehicle damage. And then for the tuning, I was rocking damage range maxed out and a bullet velocity maxed out. For the magazine, throwing 32 round mag, man. I wish it was more. The MX9 is, I believe it is one of the fastest shooting guns in the entire game, so it does need more ammo, but the 32 round is unfortunately the only magazine we do get. And then for the rear grip, I was rocking the Bruin and Q900 grip for the sprint to fire speed and ADS speed. And then on the tuning on that, I was rocking a recoil settings maxed out and aiming out of stability maxed out as well. On to number 3, the Kastov 762. Very good. It's pretty much like the AMAX from Warzone 1. I don't know if you guys ever played that, man, but it's pretty much identical to that. All right, so starting off with the muzzle, I was rocking the Echo line GSX for the sound suppression, a recoil smoothness, and a recoil control. And then on the tuning, I was rocking recoil smoothness and a bullet velocity, pretty much bullet speed. Definitely the best tuning. tuning. And then on the barrel, I was rocking the KAZ-10 5.840mm barrel for the damage range, bullet velocity, hip fire accuracy, and recoil control. And then on the tuning, I was rocking recoil steadiness as well as damage range maxed out. And then on the optic, I was rocking the Schlager 3.4 times with the flinch resistance maxed out and the far away damage maxed out as well. Underbarrel of VX Pineapple for the hip fire accuracy, hip fire recoil control, recoil steadiness, and aim walking steadiness. And then on the Pineapple tuning, I was rocking the hip fire accuracy all the way maxed out, and then the other tuning and not touched at all. And then on the Kastov magazine, I was rocking the 40 round mag. And for the backup, I was rocking the Lachmann Sub or the MP5. The very good SMG, one of the best SMGs up close in the entire game. And the only gun you are going to lose to is the Fennec, but the Lachmann Sub is 100% one of the top 2 SMGs. So starting off with the Lachmann Sub, I was rocking the X10 muzzle for the sound suppression, bullet velocity, damage range, and recoil smoothness. And then on the tuning, I was rocking recoil smoothness maxed out and bullet velocity or bullet speed maxed out on the right side as well. And then on the barrel, I was rocking the TAQ-M Sub for the bullet velocity, damage range, recoil control, and hip fire accuracy. And then on the tuning, I was rocking recoil settings maxed out and damage range maxed out as well. And then for the stock, I was rocking the no stock. You're gonna want to need it 100%. It's gonna decrease your recoil control, but you're just not gonna be able to get around the map without the no stock. It gives you aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, movement speed, and hip fire recoil control. And then on the rear grip, I was rocking the Lachmann TCG10 for the recoil control. And then for the tuning on that, I was rocking recoil steadiness and aiming out stability at both maxed out. For the magazine, a 40 round mag, it is a little bit unfortunate. I would like a 50 round, but you just lose too much ADS speed, so I just went the 40 round mag. It is unfortunate, like I said, but I just don't want to lose too much ADS speed. So now we are on the top 2 class setup in Warzone 2, man. We're starting to get to the guns where you literally can't even do anything against, man. These are very broken guns. The RPK especially, you literally can't even do anything against it. Very overpowered. All right, so starting off with the muzzle on the RPK, I was rocking the Polar Fire S for the sound suppression, bullet velocity, damage range, and recoil smoothness. And then on tuning, I was rocking recoil smoothness maxed out and bullet velocity maxed out. And then for the optic on the RPK, you actually want to rock a VLK 4.0. And then on the tuning, flinch resistance maxed it out, and then on the far, I maxed it out as well. And then for the stock, I was rocking the heavy support stock for the aim stability and recoil control. And then on the tuning, I maxed out aim walking steadiness as well as aiming idle stability. And then on the rear grip, make sure you are rocking the demo for the recoil control. And then on the tuning, go with recoil steadiness maxed out as well as aiming idle stability maxed out as well. And if an underbarrel, go with Pineapple on the tuning, maxed out hip fire accuracy. And then for the backup, of course, you gotta be in the number 2 slot, man, the Fennec. The Fennec literally kills pretty much every gun in the game. The only gun you're gonna die to with the Fennec is maybe like one akimbo pistol class and then maybe a shotgun, but the Fennec is one of the most broken guns in literally any Call of Duty ever. So starting off with the Fennec muzzle, we'll go with the X10 RR40, and then it gives you sound suppression, bullet speed, damage range, and recoil smoothness. And then on the X10 smoothing, I was rocking recoil smoothness maxed out as well as bullet speed maxed out for the bottom. And then for the barrel, go with the ignition barrel for the damage range, bullet velocity, hip fire accuracy, and recoil control. And then maxed out for the tuning, go with recoil steadiness all the way maxed out as well as damage range maxed out on the bottom. For the laser, go with the VLK laser for the ADS speed, aim and out stability, and sprint to fire speed. And then for the optic, and make sure you are rocking a Cronin Mini Pro, tune it for far all the way and flinch resistance as well. And then last but not least, for the mag, throwing the Fennec 45 round mag for the ammo capacity. So now we are finally to the best class setup in Warzone 2, man, the TAQ-56 and the P890. So starting off with the TAQ-56, go with the Echoline muzzle for the sound suppression and recoil smoothness. And then for the tuning, go with recoil smoothness and bullet speed. For the barrel, go with the Tundra Pro barrel for the damage range, hip fire accuracy, and bullet speed. For the tuning, go with the damage range all the way maxed out, and then don't touch the bar on the left. And then for the optic, go with the Schlager on the tuning, go flinch resistance all the way maxed out, and the far range maxed out as well. Underbarrel, go with the Pineapple grip, don't touch the left bar, and then on the bottom bar, go hip fire accuracy all the way maxed out. And then for the magazine, throw in the 60 round mag for that added magazine ammo capacity. And then on the backup, I was rocking a P890 akimbo, literally the most broken gun in the entire game, and it can even beat the Fennec. You know, that should tell you how broken the gun is, man. So starting off with the muzzle, I went to steel, fire, and then for the tuning, I was rocking recoil smoothness all the way maxed out and the bullet speed maxed out as well. And then for the laser, go with the 1 milliwatt pistol laser for the recoil control, hip fire accuracy, and sprint to fire speed. You lose, you know, the laser visible at the hip. It's not gonna matter too much, but just gonna get an insane amount of accuracy. So definitely I rock that pistol. And then the 40 trigger, go with the Bruin Express 40 added fire rate. For the magazine, go with the 12 round mag, a 40 magazine ammo capacity. And then on the rear grip, go with the akimbo for obviously the akimbo. And then for the tactical, I was rocking heartbeat sensor. For the lethal, I was rocking Semtex. And then the perk package I was rocking is commando. You get scavenger, strong arm, fast hands, and high alert, man. I wish they would let you customize your perk package, man, but I did play around the other ones and I felt like commando was definitely the best one from the default ones. I really didn't find a better one. You know, you get fast hands and high alert, so I was rocking the commando package. But hey, man, those are the best class setups in Warzone 2 currently. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, I would really appreciate if you drop a like. Hope you guys do have a great rest of your day or night. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.